evening. It's Sunday night, and that means it's MRL night. Moose Racing League, and tonight, with me, Andy Ragequit, it's Tier 2. It's round 3, and we are heading to Hungary to race around a rather delicious track that has very few opportunities for overtaking. However, there are some technical areas of the track which will allow people to make moves based on other people's mistakes. We've seen some glorious racing in the first 2 rounds of MRL in Tier 2 with our championship leader Andy. Back-to-back wins in that clearly overpowered Mercedes car. We have got 4.3 kilometers of racing, 2.738 miles, only 14 turns with 2 DRS zones, both very close next to each other. The first DRS zone on the straightaway there is the best opportunity that people have for overtaking into turn 1. Turn 2, there's not a great deal of overtaking to be had there in that first sector, in that second DRS zone. The rest of the track, essentially the drivers have just got to keep their heads, keep their cool, and make sure that they have enough in their locker to ensure that they stay close enough to have a go down that home straight. Here we go then. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's Tier 2 showtime for MRL on Sunday night. And it's Tier 2. And the Red Bull of Commentator gets a lightning start into P1. But can the traction of J-Joe make it back around into turn 2 and 3? J-Joe claims P1 back from Kermit. Don't know what's happening in the back of the field. We've got some places changing hands. But J-Joe claims P1 back off Kermit Attacks. Looks like we've got 2 McLarens very close to each other in Don't Blink and Atmos. We may well have had a yellow flag, and it's Moo Irons out in the gravel, it looks like.
Oh yeah, thanks, idiot. Thank you so much. Just cut me off. Like, that's... I'm sorry.
Welcome in then, everybody. Hope you're having a most magnificent start to your week. Fake Mano then. Fake Mano is next to City of R. That's close. Tiny little bit of contact, perhaps. Might have compromised City of R as we come round. No, he's still got Fake Mano for company. Fake Mano goes down the inside and makes the move. They're still side by side. But Fake Mano gets through in the end, up into P5. J-Joe has checked out. He is 1.4 seconds down the road from Kermit Attacks. It's Andy in the Mercedes in P3 with MB Jacobson up to P4 in the Haas. Fake Mano, as we said, in P5. Yellow flags in Sector 2. We've got Gibbsy. Gibbsy's round in Sector 2. He's going to have to wait till all the cars have got past him. And don't blink in that McLaren. He's round as well, all the way down into P20 potentially. Yes, don't blink. The reserve driver for the McLaren team, who'd done so well in qualifying, all the way down to P20. Very close though now, having a little look is AK. Patience is the key in this part of the track. Moves taken in Sectors 2 and the back end of Sector 3 can be terminal. Here we go then, down the straight, beautiful camera angle, Maud. AK, Ketchen, Semtex. Are we going to see AK make a move? He dips to the inside. Is he going to make a move to the inside? He is. We've also got Ketchen and Semtex getting closer, and Maud gets a bit squirrely. That's going to allow Semtex and Ketchen perhaps to catch him. 2 wide in Ketchen and Semtex going into turn 2. Can they keep it all the way through there to get into turn 3 and 4? I've got more than 120 friends in my friends list, therefore I can't catch anybody. Are we going to see a Haas making a move?
Don't let me get behind the AI. Oh, what a switchback. Oh, no way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a double overtake. Oh. Oh my gosh, dude, what a double overtake.
That might be a warning for Maud. As Moo Irons is closing in. And by the way, Ketchen and Don't Blink are so close. The Gibbsy Mobile isn't too far behind either. I think we'll stay on board as we go around the final corner. Let's see if anybody can make a move. Looks like good traction from Irons. DRS wide open. He's going to make a move on that inside. Is he? Yes, he is. Gets the job done. Oh, it's JB. What's happened with JB? Is it he had a mistake? JB is not on the track, sir. Don't come out yet, JB. Right, now you can come out. Yes, that is a big error from JB. That's going to cost him. He's got 3 seconds to his name, and he's going to have tyres hotter than the surface of the sun. We don't have a safety car at the moment, but that is a virtual safety car by the look of it. Into the pits. Into the pits comes Kermit. MB Jacobson, Fake Mano. So Fake Mano's going to have to double stack. Is that a mistake by the Red Bull? On go the hard tyres. 3 medium tyre runners stay out. J-Joe, Atmos and Com45. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runners come in for hard tyres to take those tyres to the end. Here we go then. Semtex. On the back of AK, it's Alpine versus Aston Martin.
You ready, son?
I think we probably have to be within 4 tenths on this straight, so he's got a chance. Oh, a little bit too much oversteer though. He's lost a little bit of time, but it looks like AK lost time as well. Here we go then.
Yo, yo, yo. How's it going, guys? How is it going? We are live. We're back. Tier 3 time, baby. 3rd tier of the day. Also happens to be tier 3. Man, I am so ready. My commentator will be here shortly. My co-commentator, Sako, will be here shortly. For now, just enjoy the picture of my dog on there. But how are you guys doing? How are we doing? You guys hear me all right? I hope so. Let me make sure. How are we doing? Can we hear my voice? I think it's good. Yes, we can hear my voice. Good. What chaos are we expecting? All the chaos, Minico. We're expecting all the chaos. If you guys know me, I cannot stand Spain. Spain is a track that I hold dearly in my heart. I hate it so much with a passion. I cannot stand this track. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the trash chicane. It'll be better next year, but this game is just horrendous. It's not fun to drive. Unless you're a wheel guy, it's not fun to drive. Controller, it is a nightmare. It is not fun on controller, that's for sure. But yeah, how we all doing? It's been a while. It's been 2 weeks. We had Memorial Day off last week, so it has been quite some time since we've had a chat. But yeah, it is time for Tier 3 in just a few minutes. We will be getting underway shortly. I've had a great week, honestly. I don't know how your guys' weeks have been. It's been really relaxing. I've enjoyed the 4-day work week because of Monday. Since I had Monday off, Tuesday effectively became Monday, you know? Like, I didn't have that. I didn't have those bad feelings when you walk into work on Monday. You're like, damn, I got 5 days of this? No. Just 4 days, and now it's great. But yeah, we got 3 more races to go. If you look at our calendar, we are at the 3rd to last race. Not quite the penultimate race. That's next week at Abu Dhabi. But Spain should be a lot of carnage. I expect to see a lot of carnage here. But we do have 3 races to go. We are officially 2/3 of the way through the season. So home stretch time. It's put up or shut up time. And if you look at the standings, we have a 4-horse race here, effectively. So this could be quite the race. Because depending on what happens in this race, anyone from 1st to 4th could be leading this championship by the time we're all said and done here at Spain. So, let's say Drunken Shamrock wins, and these other 3 guys ahead of him have issues. They don't get enough points to cover off 25. He's in the lead. So, real big stuff on the line right now. If you have a slip up right now, you're gonna have a lot of work to do in your last 2 races, and especially since Canada does revolve around Father's Day, I do expect some people to miss that race, me included. But I do expect a lot of people to miss that race, which means these two races are even more crucial. And if you are racing in the last race, it's even more points to be had. Hey, look, my co-commentator's here. How you doing, Sak?
Doing good. Just appeared from the void.
You appeared from the void. Yes, you are here. And you are welcome to turn on your camera whenever you'd like. We are not in the reacting to stream view. It is dual camera right now, but you don't have to turn it off if you don't want to.
Oh shit, hold up. I don't have my cameras. I had my post-it note on it. I got spied on by my FBI agent.
I forgot there is an indie race happening right now. I forgot about that. Toby.
Yo.
Yeah, he's here. And he's got the fantastic light. You are finding God in the background there. There's some crazy lighting coming in through the glass.
As you know, I am on U.S. soil, so you do get the sun from Coda.
Yeah, this is some sort of light. Yeah, you got... Tell me you're gone again, but you know, it's fine. Probably turn it off on purpose. But, yeah, so... In just a few minutes here, we're going to start qualifying. We're going to start qualifying in just a few minutes. Once everyone gets into the lobby. We have 17. You can join off of me now, so if you want, before we start.
Okay.
I'm in the lobby. So.
I'm joining up now. Yeah, buddy. 2 or 3.
So yeah, we are at the business end of the season. You can't join. What? All right, let me send you an invitation then. All right, try now.
Thanks. Can I continue?
Yeah. So, as I was saying, we're at the business end of the season. The last 3 tracks are all wheel tracks: Spain, Abu Dhabi, and Canada. So, if you're on controller, shield your eyes. It's not a great end of the season for you. Spain is not fun to drive on controller, like I said. Abu Dhabi, arguably even worse. It's you need precise wheel movements. At least you used to. Now that the chicane's gone, it's not as bad.
I think Abu Dhabi is not against controller people.
Yeah, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just suck at it. Like that could be it.
If you're using manual, it's definitely hard.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're using automatic, it's not an issue.
Yeah, but undoubtedly Canada is definitely a wheel track because of how tight the turns are. At least I can't stand Canada. I don't know how you think about it on controller, but I hate it.
Canada was great in F121.
Yeah, once they mess with the curbs, everything just went ruined. It's like they just ruined it.
A lot of different physics.
Yeah, that's for certain. So while we load in, we'll take a look at our track map here. So obviously Spain, it is technically a high downforce track, but there are some advantages you can gain with the low downforce. We have 16 corners here, including the big fuck-off straight in the beginning. DRS Zone 1 into Turn 1, long straight, believe it or not. A lot of time to make up ground if you did screw up in Sector 3. And Sector 3 is where all the downforce is necessary. It is so annoying with low downforce setups in that chicane. Turns 14 and 15, I imagine we'll catch a lot of people off guard, and we'll catch them out. We could see a few spins through there, I'd imagine, especially trying to get a good exit out of 15. That exit is so crucial because you're going to be making just about all of your overtakes into Turn 1, unless others have issues. So yeah, that is also, a second DRS zone. I forget the feature. That is coming out of, I believe, Turn 7 or 8. Let me see. Turn 9. After Turn 9, we have a DRS zone into Turn 10. And Turn 10 obviously was reprofiled for F122. I enjoy the new profile for Turn 10 a lot more. It's more sweeping and less of an abrupt like hairpin kind of turn. It's more of a sweeping hairpin now, which is nice. So yeah, that is something to take note of. Also, not a lot of elevation changes on this track. Not too much going on with the elevation change, obviously. A very flat track, but there are some very, very high curbs that can disrupt your driving experience, especially from Turn 6 to 8. If you're not getting your line right through there, you're going to have problems. You could spin out there as well. Very, very tight and twisty there. And then let's see. We'll get into our race notes too. So a little bit of interesting facts. So Papouttz, the Red Bull driver, is our third championship leader this season. Obviously, we've had EpikWinz leading it for a large stretch. And then Punjew took the lead intermittently during Imola, gave it away. So he was technically the second leader at that point. Gave it away, ended up finishing second. And now Papouttz, after winning the race at Imola, is up to first. And if I remind you, he is up by a slim 4 points. So not much, really. EpikWinz 9 points behind the leader. Shamrock is still within fighting range. Only 14 points back. That's not a big gap, to be honest. A win, you're right back in it. Yeah, it is a little tougher for guys like Scruffy and Below to come back, especially from Scruffy down. But there is battles for the Constructors' Championship to keep an eye on. McLaren and Red Bull are very tight, and then Ferrari is starting to come alive with 97 points. So those are the three most likely winners. Yeah, as I said, Spain, very high downforce. Very easy to spin out of turn 3 if you're not careful with the low downforce setup. Like I said earlier, 14 points separate the top 4, and drivers to watch, obviously, the top 4, because they are the protagonists of this championship season. So one of them is going to win. I can say with almost 100% certainty one of them will win this championship, barring an absolute catastrophe down the stretch for those guys. But yeah, we're about to get into quali, so I will get into our in-game here. So, as we get into qualifying, any crazy predictions from you guys in the chat? I see Tolby's already saying that Punjew wins this race by 30 plus seconds. Mark his words. That's a little extreme, considering it's only a 33 lap race. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see him win by a lot. He loves this track, but 30 seconds is quite a lot, to be honest. Unless something, I don't know. He has to become an esports driver essentially for that to happen, to get that kind of pace. Yeah, let's get our telemetry out. Let's get our lap data out, our track map, obviously. And it does appear to be a dry qualifying session. So that is good to see. Less carnage, the better. I don't know, people like carnage. I like to see good racing. If carnage stops good racing, I don't like carnage, but I can see why neutrals like carnage. It's entertaining. Personally, for a big prediction, I'm going to go ahead and say this championship season is going to have one more wrinkle to it. I'm going to say that we're going to get a podium of Drunken Shamrock on the top with EpikWinz in second. And then we're going to have a surprise podium for the third guy. I'm going to go ahead and put Skelly on that third podium spot. I may have jinxed them just now, but I am putting Skelly on that third podium spot. I'm thinking Punjew might have a moment earlier in the race. Not that I'm praying for it, obviously. I'm just giving wild predictions, wild, wacky predictions. It wasn't like a good prediction, you know? Anyways, I believe our first man on track is the Alpine driver of JWebC. And yes, it is pronounced Alpine. I will not stand for anyone saying it Alpine. It's stupid. It's Alpine. Get it right.
Alpine.
No. It's Alpine. This is a North American league. They say Alpine. Do you think I care what Alonso thinks?
Yes.
I know you do. He's your Lord and Savior. So yeah, JWebC obviously going into turn 1 takes the esports line. Very wide entry. Ooh, a little swirly. And he spawned it. Oh, you have to catch a half spin. It's going to ruin his time. He's backed out of his lap for sure. That's not a good time. Next up is Vince 21. You think I would know Roman numerals, but I guess not.
I feel like that isn't a Roman.
You think he's trying to say Vince Sexy? I don't think he's trying to say. I'm thinking it's Vince 21. I don't know what Vince Sexy really is trying to give off there. Is his name Vince, maybe? I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure that's 19.
No, that's 21. 19 is high X. There's a car behind him. Is that Norm Bash behind him? No, is Coley behind him? Oh. Whiffles is pushing, essentially pushing Vince through here. Vince is slowing him down big time, and Whiffles, yeah, that killed his lap. It wasn't necessarily a blocked hot lap, because they're both on hot laps. It's just Vince was really slow. But Whiffles has spun out early. He'll have a lot of time to recover, though. Vince sets our pace at 120.2. It's going to be broken quickly, surely. Jay Webster 129 after he aborted his lap. Tolby coming around the final corner. In the 119s. No, 118.8. Not too shabby. Decent banker. Skelly 119.6. Ducati 118.2. Elo. 6/10 quicker. He's setting a quicker pace. Next across the line will be Process, I believe, or Dutchman. Dutchman crosses the line with a 119.5. He'll look to improve on that going forward. Papouttz, the current championship leader, slots behind his teammate, Tolby, for now. Something interesting that could develop over the course of qualifying is obviously positioning within teammates. Because, you know, Tolby is by far and away the second driver. He'll have to just cede to Papouttz the start if he starts with right between them. But long time left in qualifying as NCAF goes fastest at 18 flat. That's good from him. Punjew was an 18.3. He's just behind Ducati. Scruffy sets a purple sector 1. Don't know how much of that is true. Could be a lie. I really hope that EA fixes this glitch next season, in the next game. The purples. I want purples to actually mean purples. And I want to see the sectors show up in the top right. I never see them in the top right like the bars. It's stupid. Scruffy goes purple again, apparently. 52.1. That is a pretty quick time. Vince is saying it is correct. It is Vince 21, not Vince Sexy. Thanks for the clarification. Scruffy around the final quarter of turn 15 into 16. Very easy to lose it here. DRS down. 118.2. So just a smidge behind Ducati.
The game said purple sector every sector.
Yeah, the game's lying. It does not know how to tell the truth. The game's a fibber. A big fibber.
You're doing great, Vince. Don't worry. That's the motivation.
And to be fair, Vince isn't too far behind.
Yeah, you're not that far, bro.
You can gain a half second. It's not that far behind.
Yeah, buddy. Just a little more gas.
Sup, Andy? How's your night going, dude? I know it's 10 o'clock over in the UK. How you doing, man? Finally got points. Let's go. That's a big dub. That's a big dub. That's good.
Let's go.
I didn't catch what spot you finished, though. What spot did you finish? I know you got points, but I was too busy looking at MRK on the stream. He's too good looking. I couldn't keep my eyes off MRK. Where'd you finish? P5. That's impressive. That's really good. That's not just points. That's almost a podium. Well done, Andy. Solid, solid. Dutchman crossed the line with the 119.1. No, sorry, he just started his time. No, that was a finish time, I think. Yeah, finish time, 119.1, not bad. Up to 9th. Starting to get points, is in the points range for Aston Martin. Let's see. Process comes around. He's one of the quicker drivers. 118.6. So just behind Punjew, and I did miss it. Papouttz has gone pole. So he is no slouch right now. He wants to get a stranglehold on this championship, and he's very close, may I remind you. He has a 4-point lead right now. I need to crop this out, whatever. Let me crop this real quick, I think I'm way too much space. He is in, yeah, up by 4 points over Punjew, and Punjew is going to be fiending to get back into this race. Remember, I got 4 drivers again in the mix And of those 4 drivers, Papouttz has the edge by quite some margin. Next closest rival is Punjew in 6th right now, and then EpikWinz has not set a time yet. He might have invalidated it once or twice. And Shamrock also hasn't set a time, so we'll keep an eye on them as they go forward. EpikWinz is on a lap right now, so we'll keep it locked on him. I will minimize the standings. Yeah. Go back to our regular scheduled stream here. So it says purple sector. Don't believe it. I can tell you right now it's not purple sector. But EpikWinz, that's good speed through there, to be honest. That was a solid speed through the chicane. This could be in the 18s. It will be in the 18s. 18-2, okay. So that is making it even spicier. So he has announced his arrival into 4th, and the Ferraris currently occupy the entire second row. So he is bringing the sauce. And if I believe Ducati would yield to him off the start if it holds like this, Skelly, hello, my podium prediction, 18-2. I predict this guy to go P3. So he's doing well so far. Obviously the race is a long race, 33 laps. A lot can happen. Punjew about to start his lap, we'll look at him later. Shamrock has set his time of an 18-7. Shamrock, for those of you that don't know, he is a full no-assist driver. Oh, NCAF goes pole, 117.6. This is a surprise appearance from NCAF. He's always had the pace to do well, but in the races it just goes wrong for him. NCAF currently sits completely off of the top 20. I don't see NCAF in the top 20. Poor guy has had an absolute horrible luck season. Remember, he got demoted from Tier 2. He's got the speed for it, but he is back, baby. He had issues during the season, but he is back. He says, don't you forget about me. I am still quick. 117.6 by almost 3/10 up in front. So we'll keep an eye on that. Jay Wepsy, 118.1 for Alpine. Well done there. Ducati just starting his lap. We'll keep an eye on him. Then we also have an AlphaTauri of Vince. Not Vince. That is Skelly onto the pits. Excuse me. How's Mercedes doing? The current combined constructors leaders. Jordan's about to set an actual lap. He's just starting his lap. Yes, he is. I'm going to keep it locked on Jordan. Obviously, Jordan... oh, never mind. Screw Jordan. I need to look at Punjew crossing the line with a 117.534. That's a good time. That's almost my best time, and I'm racing in Tier 1. So that's great. That's a great lap. He is shooting well above Tier 3 pace, and so is NCAF. They've had bangers of laps so far. This could be a great race. That's how tight this is at the front. Only 4/10 separating the top 5. So impressive, to say the least. Tell you, man, Spain is a hit or miss track for a lot of people. Some people are just really good at it. Some people just suck at it. It is something else. Anyways, Jordan up 4/10. That's a lot of curb. He rode that really easily. He went right over the sausage strips, and he still managed to not have any issues there. That's pretty good. Gwenfro, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize you were racing. I'm too busy looking at the championship standings, but hey, I gave you props in Tier 4, though. In the Tier 4 chat, you'll see me. You are putting on a show, man. You are just voting up and up and up. He's in 5th right now. Jordan went 4th. I just saw that. Is Jordan actually on wheel for his first race? If Jordan's on wheel right now, that's crazy to transition and keep this Tier 3 pace. There's no way he's on a wheel. Maybe he is. I don't know. But that's impressive. If he's on wheel, he's already back to 17.8. That's really good. I don't think he's on wheel. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Wiffles on an actual lap here. Wiffles is a resident no-assist driver. He is in no-assist here. And he's got some great pace for no-assists. How does it hold up in Tier 3? Not as strong, but he is on the up. A guy to keep an eye on. Definitely next season, Wiffles. But he is up 3/10, and that right now would put him right in front of Gwenfro. If he can just hold this together, he is going rather quickly through this sector, so as we look here into the very tricky chicane. How's he gonna take this? Oh, like a knife through butter. That was perfectly cut. Really well done there. Goes up to, oh, almost pole. Off by 14 thousandths of a second. Okay, so midfield runners are really shaking up the grid here. As now Punjew has, let's look at it, a 2-car buffer to his next championship rival of Papouttz. And then from them, it drops all the way down to EpikWinz in 11th and Shamrock in 15th. Obviously EpikWinz on the lap right now, so we'll keep an eye on him. How's he going to respond to this? Into turns 6 through 8, a very tough section of the track. You have to take just the right amount of curbing and just let the car roll onto the exit curb. Pretty good from EpikWinz there. How brave on the throttle do you want to be into turn 9? There's a car weaving in front of him. He's got a seed. You can't get in the way of this hot lap, and I think he will get out of the way. He's not really impeding too much. EpikWinz, be careful on that curb on the inside. That's a very spinny curve. It could ruin things for you. Decent line through here. Again, avoid the Williams. Easy speed into the chicane. Lots of entry speed there. How's he gonna keep it on the exit though? Pretty decent. This could be solid, guys. 117.7. Okay, he has jumped Papouttz. He is now on the second row, on the second part of the second row. So now Punjew in first, EpikWinz in fourth, Papouttz in fifth. And now Shamrock really needs to pull something out of the bag here. We'll see what he does. There are rumors that this man races drunk at times. Hence his name, but I don't think he's racing drunk today. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Actually, the way he's jerking that steering wheel, he might be racing drunk. I don't know. But he is starting off this lap right now. Let's see. I want to look at this whole lap continuously because the other leaders are in the pits right now. Actually, Papouttz coming through. Is that a lap? He's invalidated his laps, so...
No, Papouttz just started.
Yeah. He got backed that up on the previous lap. But we'll look at Shamrock this whole way through. Into turn 4, the infamous turn 4 where a lot of crashes can happen. Takes a lot of curb. Okay, a lot of rotation there, but the traction's going to be compromised on the exit there. It looked pretty bad on the exit, but really strong entry into turn 6. Oh, car gets a little weavy, and that's going to cost him at least a few tenths. Yeah, very hesitant on the throttle. Yeah, he's going to back out of this lap, surely. Yeah, okay, so we'll reset and go for a fresh lap. While that happens, we'll look at Papouttz, who is running behind him. He's up a tenth and a half on his time. We'll see what ends up being at the end of Sector 2 here. 2.5 tenths up, so that is good enough to slot right in front of Whiffles if you can keep it moving here. The important thing is to avoid any major issues here. Get on the traction early, get on the throttle early. Cut it entry, wide entry, very well done. And this one, very important to hit this curb properly, and it does. And he will go into the final corner. Very good traction. The DRS down, ERS on, 117.375. Up by 2 tenths, and the usual business is restored. We got 1-2 in the championship battle. Currently sitting 1-2 on the timesheets. And can anyone respond? It's outlap time. Everyone's going on their final runs here. Obviously, we'll keep it locked on the most likely candidates to overtake. We'll look at Punjew. We'll look at EpikWinz. He's in the pits. He won't have another lap. He's done. Shamrock is gearing up. He'll start a fresh lap on his next lap. I think he'll have time to get back for that. It'll be close, but I think he'll have time. Alright, let's commentator curse the hell out of Punjew. We're going to look at him this whole lap continuously. See what happens. His teammate is behind him, so definitely will have to be careful to not get in his way. I don't think he will. And he has started his lap. On to turn 1 we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, how is Punjew going to take this? Is he going to go super wide? That's the way to go. Wide and lots of curb on the exit. That's the way to do it. Takes a little wide curb there. No curb on this exit. Interesting. I love to take curb there. It just opens up the turn so much. You don't have to worry about spinning here. Ooh, car in the way. Gets a decent speed there. Up the 10th. Okay, this is pacing well. He could actually get this pole here if he keeps it steady. Lots of exit curb there. That was a perfect exit. That car drifted the perfect amount to the edge. Into turn 5. Solid on the exit as well. Turn 6, 7, 8 complex. Very tough here. Got to hit a little bit of curb here. Lots of curb on the exit. Just don't touch the yellow parts. Well done there. Wide entry in 6th gear. Lots of throttle. Get the rotation going. And it is up. And he is up. DRS down. ERS on. Into turn 10 with 2/10 up. This could be very close. If he bangs out this sector 3. Lots of rotation. Open up the turn as much as you can on the exit. Oh, don't invalidate. Wide entry. Be careful, AlphaTauri in the way. Gotta get out the way. And he does. Into the final turns. 15. And now into 16. Traction down. Throttle down. Full throttle. DRS on. It's gonna be close. 1:17.234. He takes the pole. And he's ahead of Papouttz. And Papouttz will have to settle for 2nd. And now Punjew gets that crucial pole position. He's gonna have clean air in front of him. If he just gets a good start, he will be off to a fantastic start in the 33-lap race we have coming up, ladies and gentlemen. EpikWinz in 5th. Wiffles holds 3rd, and Calf in 4th. Well done by him. Who else moved up? Yeah, Websy's still on a lap. He's invalidated. Deathman, 18.186. He'll have to settle for 12th. And that's going to do it for qualifying. Wow. Very, very good qualifying there. It has to be said, and we will go to our dual face cam. Sako, tell me your immediate reactions from that. That was crazy.
That was insane.
Oh my gosh.
Battle on pole.
Yeah, they were just trading back and forth. Very, very, very good on that ending there. That's one of the better qualifyings we've had in Tier 3 this season. That was very tight. Just 1/10 to be had. The slightest misinput of throttle, and that's the difference. And it was very well done and well handled by Punjew.
Yeah, and those last 2 turns are very intimidating too. When you know you're up, it's hard to nail it under pressure. So
yeah, he did very well on that chicane specifically. Fantastic entry and exit. So yeah, we're gonna get going very soon, but that is qualifying over and done with. Oh, that was very entertaining. I hope the race is half as entertaining. That was good. Back and forth action. And let's hope there's no carnage. I know carnage is nice to see as a neutral, but with 4 protagonists, you just want to hope that none of them get involved in bad incidents and bad luck. You want this to be one run fair and square down the stretch. You know, you got three races left. 78 points up for grabs. Wiffles needs an invite. Oh shoot, let me shoot you an invite. Hold on a minute. Once I get into the race, I'll get you an invite because we're in the race right now. I can't send invites through here. But I do have you added, Wiffles. I will try and get you in as fast as possible. Hopefully these guys don't ready up quickly. Gives you enough time to get in. You should wait a bit. Alright, let me get you in. Wiffles. I sent an invite to the wrong person. There we go. Wiffles is in. I sent you an invite. You are back. You should get the invite, sir. Yep, hopefully you got it in time to get your strategy up. They haven't readied up, so you're good for now. And somebody has readied up. Alright, we are getting ready to go. Oh, Ducati left. Oh, I gotta get Ducati in. Whatever. We'll do it when the race starts. I don't want to miss the start of the race. Alright. 3, 4, 5 lights. 33 laps ahead of us here at Spain. And it's... Away, away, away. We are gone. Punjew gets a fantastic start. And the Williams behind the Wiffles gets a pretty good start as well. He's pressuring Papouttz into turn 1. He might even get close to Punjew. Here we go into turn 1. It looks like Punjew holds the lead. And Papouttz is going to dive it on the hard tire. Wants to maintain it. Wiffles looks like he has it for now. And there's a spin at the back. Skelly has spun it down to last place, and the AlphaTauris are in the mud here, 19th and 20th. And Punjew has held first, and Wiffles behind. NCAF diving on Papouttz on the medium tires, already paying off. Wiffles goes off the track, and he's spun by the Mercedes. Wiffles is off the track. P2, P2 all the way down to the last. Oh no, no safety car. He looked like he got tangled with Jordan as he was rejoining, and that is a mess. Horrible start for Wiffles. Hopefully he gets back later in the race, but that is absolute calamity for I think it's Williams or Alpine. I think it's Williams. Not a good day for Williams there. Otherwise, EpikWinz is up into 4th, so he's looking to make a good push early. He's got to get past the cars of NCAF and Papouttz, though. Further down, Shamrock up to 11th. Well done by him. He was starting further back. That's up a few spots, if I believe so. Get telemetry and data back up. That was quite a frantic start, aside from the leader. Punjew is off to a 2-second lead already, so he is flying. NCAF on the back of Papouttz could manage to get it into turn 1. He's got a lower downforce setup, it seems. Papoutt's dumping. He's also dumping. Who's going to have more grip? You think the medium tires would flip up quicker, and there was a good chunk of space there. I think it was just enough space, and NCAF had to back out of it. EpikWinz is now fiending at this. He's on hard tires, mind you. He's doing pretty well here. If he's able to somehow pass NCAF, I doubt it, but the tire difference, but if he's able to get past him, he could be in a shout for good points here today. What else we got here? Shamrock on process, wants to get past him. Might be able to. But not into this turn, surely not. You gotta take your time here. And he will just file in. Look at the position changes. Normbash holding steady in 7th, trying to get past Jordan, who is in 6th, on the same tire. Seems to be doing pretty well so far. I don't think he'll pass him this early, not for sure. We're going to wait till DRS to get a lot of passing done today. We'll look at tires. I want to see everyone's tires. Okay, so no one started on the softs, which is a good sign. Wiffles had a spin at the back. Ugh, upsetting for him, man. He's such a good qualifying. It's such a good qualifying. And DRS has now been enabled. We are on lap 3, ladies and gentlemen. So, beginning in this Sector 2 section, we will see DRS flaps go down. And Scruffy is already trying to get past EpikWinz. But I don't think he's going to get it for now. He's going to have to hold off. Tolby now pressuring Ducati. Spin. Jay Websey has spun off. At turn 3, oh, that's a bad rejoin. Claps both AlphaTauris. Oh my god. Oh. That is not good. Team Principal had an issue there with his rejoin. He just way too impatient. Just spun right into the path of both AlphaTauris, and one of them definitely got wing damage, maybe even both. He'll be hearing about that later from Com, that's for sure. And now NCAF still trying to get past Papouttz. And Punjew's loving this fighting. He's already 3.5 up the road. 3.5 seconds up the road is in 3 laps is crazy. So Tolby's prediction's coming true right now. He said Punjew will win by 30 seconds. I don't think it will be 30 seconds by the end of it, but he is on fire right now. He's setting fastest lap after fastest lap. And NCAF is still trying to get past Papouttz. The DRS flap is down. Papouttz got a better exit, and he's used a lot more ERS. Papoutt's already out of 5th, 17% ERS. That is crazy. Meanwhile, at the back, Normbash still pressuring I Am Jordan. Jordan's having a little bit of a wiggle out of turn 2, but Normbash is gonna have to check up and not hit him. So smart by Normbash there, taking his sweet time there. Remember, he is a cockpit cam driver, so he's a lot less of the track than most people. Wiffle spins it again. He's living in the wall, and that brings out a safety car. Is he beached? No, he's not. Be careful, Wiffles. Oh my gosh. We got a safety car out, and Wiffles has already been lapped, and it's only lap 3. Horrible luck for this guy. He can't catch a break, man. He just can't. Unluckiest driver on the grid right now. Holy moly. Even though he's lapped, he won't be able to come back because he's lapped with the safety car, which does suck. He's still going to be a lap down. Unless people synchronize and go off the track to let him pass, but there's a lot of cars in front of him. There's no way. If I'm Wiffles, I am continuing in this thing here. I will not pit right now. I will hope that the guys in front of me pit. They're not all going to pit, so... The best effort to unlap... I don't think any of them are going to pit, honestly. It's a little early. 3 laps? Yeah. Wiffles might just go into pits. Yeah, he's going into pits. He's calling it a day. Poor guy. Couldn't catch a break. It took him 3 laps, and his race has already been undone. It's crazy, man. Ugh. Unlucky. Unlucky, Wiffles. Unlucky. One day his luck will turn around, man, I swear. So just to recap, 3 of the top 4 Tao contenders are in the top 4. Punjew is leading from Papouttz, and Papouttz, actually, if you're Papouttz, you're loving the safety car that came out, because that 3.5 second gap has now become effectively 0. And with the tires being used already, he's going to have a bigger advantage coming into the race, because he'll be on mediums. The gap will be smaller by the time Punjew goes for hards. He'll be in a good spot later in the race if there is no more safety cars, obviously. Yeah. First casualty of the day is Wiffles. He's already looking forward to the no assist race later tonight, that's for sure. But yeah, not the best of luck for him. He'll look to rebound in Abu Dhabi next week. Yeah, clipped at the start after going off the track. It was just unlucky. Unlucky. Oy. Anything interesting you found from that start, Sako?
Yeah, Punjew's gonna have a pretty dominant race if he keeps going this way, which is good for him.
Yep, echoes a lot of what we've seen so far. I'd imagine Red Bull's having a good day, I'd say. Highest 2-car average, 2nd and 8th. Obviously McLaren is winning the race, but the best constructor scoring right now is Red Bull. No, actually, it's actually McLaren still. It is still McLaren. 8th only gives you 4 points. I thought it gave 6 for a moment. It's 4 points. So right now McLaren is still in the money, and I will bring up the standings again here. So constructors title, McLaren currently leads by a very slim margin of 3. So all these points are important. And right now, those 3 constructors are fighting tooth and nail for this Tier 3 constructors title. EpikWinz. No, see, Minico. It's a little different on the stream. For some reason, the stream picks up Alfa Romeo and Ferrari as the same color. Ferrari does not have 27. Ferrari has 13 right now because they're 4th and 10th. Ducati's Ferrari. Shamrock is Alfa Romeo, and so is NCAF. So yeah, Ferrari's got 13. I know it looks like NCAF. It's the stupid saturation. It's just really silly sometimes. Yeah, the colors aren't. They should be darker. But it's a very subtle difference. Just look at the kind of brighter one as Ferrari. Like if it looks like that. The Alfa Romeo one is just a tinge darker on the stream. I don't know why it does that, but it just does. What are my settings? Will I be able to change the saturation? I don't think I'm going to be here in the video. No, I can't change it here. Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know. The hope is, I hope, it probably won't be like this, but for F123, I hope that there's like a little insignia of the team logo next to the guy. It'd be great. But, yeah. Yeah, on my monitor that I'm looking at, that's not going to the stream output, like my monitor I'm looking at right now in my game, it's very clear which one's which. But on the stream output, for some stupid reason, it doesn't look the same. We have started the race. I didn't realize that. Alpha Tauri in the back has spun it. Punjew leads us away. I was busy talking about TV saturation. EpikWinz is up to 4th still, holding it off Scruffy, who is looking to make this move into turn 4. I don't think he will. He gets a little bit of an oversteer moment. He'll have to catch a correction there. Any other changes? There was a spin at the back of Skelly again. I believe that was Skelly. Down into 19th. Vince 21 has passed Jay Wepsy, and Jay Wepsy has gotten the pass right back. We're not looking at that battle though, because it is for 15th. Who cares? Process still trying to get past Thornbash as well. Very tight racing for this first group here. Horrible camera angles. What are these camera angles, man? Horrible camera angles. Something I did notice here though. Shamrock pitted for hards. This could be a wonderful strategy as he's trying to go around the outside of Ducati here in Sector 3. If he's able to take these to the end without a safety car, this could be a wonderful strategy. I like this call from Shamrock. It's going to be tough. Don't get me wrong. 28 laps is no small feat on hard tires at this track. But I think with the right kind of nursing of the tires, it's possible. Could give him big dividends in this championship if it pays off properly. Once everyone ahead of him pits onto other tires, it will be a lot tougher to hold off the fresh runners. Process still trying to go into the lead, not the lead, into P6 at turn 4. He's having a little bit of a hold up with Norbash. He's not quite up Scruffy's gearbox. Process wants to get past Norbash, but he just cannot through the nature of the very tight track we have here. Yeah, you have to wait for DRS. And Shamrock is also pushing Ducati through these sections here. He's a little bit unsettled by the curve, wants to make a move into turn 10, and he makes a little half dive there. Ducati sees it, leaves the space, and they're going side by side here. This is pretty good racing. Into Sector 3, around the outside, Drunken Shamrock goes, and he's going to try and get a pass down, but he won't. Into the gravel, and he gives up a spot to Deathman on the inside. And Deathman takes advantage of that error up into 11th place. As Dutchman gets a 5-second penalty for hitting Gwenfro, and his safety car is out again. 2 safety cars. Okay, interesting. Gwenfro's out of the race, I didn't even notice. I'm guessing Dutchman had an issue with him. Late dive into the pits from Skelly.
I'd stay out. Those mediums are so good.
I don't. It's a tough call. If I was racing, I would stay out. Believe it or not, I would stay out just because I love track position. It is so crucial to have good track position. If you're bold enough, I mean, it'll make it to the end, the hards, don't get me wrong, but I personally like track position. Overtaking is difficult at Spain. I would take the track position, especially because you haven't had a lot of racing laps. This is our second safety car in 9 laps. I don't imagine the mediums are extremely worn out just yet. Dutchy lost it and Gwenfro crashed into him. That is an unfortunate piece of contact. And I'm assuming it was in that Sector 3 turn we're all passing by right now, the little long sweeping rider. It did happen further back. Let's see who decides to pit. Punjew stays out. NCAP stays out. Sorry, NCAP pitting. Sorry. Scruffy pits. Normbash pits, Process pits. Okay, so all the medium runners besides Punjew are in. How about Jay Wepsy? He stays out. Any hard runners pitting? No hard runners at pit. Shamrock stays out. What is he doing here? Is that a lap car, Jay Wepsy? He's side by side with Jay Wepsy. What's going on? Vince on the soft tire chooses to stay out on the 6-lap-old softs. That's an interesting selection. He is the only person to take out those soft tires right now. And for technically not belonging in Tier 3 and being slower than the rest, he's doing pretty good. 9th ain't bad. That's pretty good. Granted, the softs will feel like absolute doo-doo in a few laps. He will have to get off those soon. Honestly, I might just pit now if I was him. Pit for hards, get to the end, get out of here. I doubt there will be another safety car. But then again, crazier things have happened. When you have people fighting for the title, stuff like this can happen, so... Yeah, something to monitor going forward. While this grid does crunch up, I will... Let's see, what else can we do here? Let's go picture in picture. Let's get some new looks for you guys. Vince is good. I'm encouraging Vince, Calm. He's doing a fantastic job, Calm. He does what he wants. He is doing exactly what he wants. Doing great. He's doing great, Calm. Jeez. Okay, so we'll look at the standings again. I mean, I might as well just look at the standings. Any other little nuggets we have here? So, big laggards. Williams and Alpine have 9 and 8 points, respectively, for the season on this tier. I don't know where they're going to get their points from down the stretch to sort of separate themselves. Because remember, they are fighting for 9th place at the back, I believe. No, Alpine's in last. I think Williams is just behind. I'll have the constructor standings out. I need to pull up the full constructor standings. I don't have that information with me. But yeah, as it stands right now, Punjew will reclaim the championship lead, with Papouttz being 3 points behind him. I will look at the fastest lap details. I think it's still Punjew for now, yeah. It's going to change, obviously, as we pit and get on the different tires, but right now Punjew has that edge in fastest lap. So right now he will be effectively up 26 to 18 in this race, so that'll be an 8-point swing. He'll be up by 4 in the title. You're right, Pap will have a great tire compound advantage at the end. Because of these safety cars, the advantage you got in the mediums is effectively nullified, so... What we say in racing every time, catching is one thing, passing is another, and he will have to be on a good level with tire strats and pace to get this move done. And we'll go back to in-game. I think the safety car's in this lap. Yep, we'll look at EpikWinz as we get away. I want to see how the getaway will be from Papouttz and Punjew. This is the best way to look at it. So going into turn 1, I expect full dumpage of ERS, obviously. We'll see how Punjew takes this. A lot of people like to just gas it out of the final chicane, but I think Papouttz might be expecting that. Let's see what Punjew does here. And he takes a break, so he's going slow. Bit of a stutter, and Papouttz was ready for it. He's got a decent run on him. Hold on a minute. He could get a run here. Oh, Wepsy out. He crashed at the final corner, and I think that caught another car. Yeah, it caught the Haas of Benzo Slice out. And big calamity off the start. And Jay Wepsy's out. Not good. But Punjew is still trying to get away from Papouttz. They are in a race of their own right now, ladies and gentlemen. Already 1.6 separating them and the next cars behind. Yeah, Punjew looks to be quicker right now, but we'll see how long this advantage lasts. Further back, I will look at the intervals. Scruffy is on the back of Ducati with the fresh hards. Remember, 9 lap better hards. You'd imagine the traction will be miles better. But something fun about hard tires, at least in my experience, I find them to be nice towards the end of the stints. I don't know what it is. As Scruffy makes a late dive, a late lunge onto Ducati, he lets it happen. Honestly, probably just letting him through right now because of the deferring tire strats. So probably a smart move in the long scheme of things. Don't lose too much time on track, but he's gonna have to defend from a bunch of guys behind him. As Dutchman spins off again, down to 17th. Norm Bash. Great traction out of the final corner compared to Ducati. Let's see what he does. Remember, these guys have history. In Monaco last season, they did crash with each other, but Ducati gives them a decent enough room on the inside. And they're fighting, and Ducati seeds. No, he doesn't seed. I guess he did seed, kind of, but there was a process. Tried to fit in there, and Norm Bash gets collected. It looked like it was... Is Ducati not in the lobby? Hold on a minute. Is he not in the lobby? Let's get him in here. What the fuck? What happened? How's he not in the lobby? Oh no, what happened to Ducati? Jeez. He isn't in the lobby. What happened? I'm guessing he got a connection issue. That's stupid. Well, the AI Ducati left a decent amount of space, but I don't know. Damn PC desync. I hate it so much, man. It's so annoying. Also, another development. Shamrock's up to 5th. I don't know where the hell that happened, but he's up to 5th.
He's up to 5th, but I don't think that would last long. He's made a pit stop. His tires are gonna be horrible.
You would think.
He's on 9 laps with points.
Yeah, crazier things have happened. They can go 27 laps. It's not impossible. Considering like 4 of those laps run at a safety car, it's not impossible.
I did 16 laps on hards for practice, and those were like 60%.
We'll see.
We'll
see. We'll see what happens.
It's already at 9 laps.
If I'm in Drunken Shamrock shoes, I'm trying to do it. Might as well, right?
Yeah, if I was Shamrock,
Dutchman.
I would pit the same time the people in front do.
Dutchman spins out at the back. Further up the grid, we do have EpikWinz closing in on Papouttz. So Punjew had the better pace off of the rip. He's still keeping good pace on these mediums. Very surprising. They are at the end of their lifespan, mind you. And EpikWinz is in DRS range. Will he use any ERS? I don't think it's advisable to do it now anyways. Yeah, it does.
Just good pace. It's only 2/10 behind his best.
This is very good pace from Punjew. To have 1.7 be the interval, when you would think the hards are very tired right now, pretty good pace. Shamrock is chasing down Tolby. He's right there. Tolby's going to want to hold this, obviously, for his championship teammate battling for the Drivers' Championship. That's horrible.
Could be dicey.
Grammar. This could be dicey, yeah. But we'll see. If Shamrock is a very smart driver. He doesn't really take bad decisions most often. He usually takes a lot of time with the takes. He usually is really smart with it. He'll probably tuck in behind Tolby through 6, 7, and 8, and maybe, hopefully, he'll get a good run through 9. Yet to be seen here. Out of 9. DRS down. No, not quite fast enough. Dutchman has retired. He's called it a night. I think the long straight will probably get him. It's his best bet. EpikWinz might get Papouttz too, so look at EpikWinz too. But the gap is a little bigger compared to him and some of these.
In 1 lap, Punjew has made a whole second addition.
Yeah, this is great pace. Punjew, electrifying pace, I'd say. Shamrock's got the flap down. He's got ERS, they're both dumping. He might have a chance in the turn 1.
Here we go. Side by side.
They leave room for each other. Shamrock, a big dive, and they're doing pretty good so far. Room left at the apex, through turn by 3, side by side, and Calf has papped him. No! That was not the play, NCAF. Oh, that was not the play, my guy. He tried to make it a 3-wide moment, and that's always going to be hairy in a high downforce area like that.
Yeah. Did not let go of the gas. He just went straight.
He just went through it. Obviously, Shamrock benefits from that. It was an Alfa Romeo on Red Bull incident. I'd imagine he'll be getting a slapping later in the DMs. Yeah. But Drunken Shamrock is through.
Making a gap.
And look at this. Just this is poetry. The top 4 driver standings are top 4 in this race right now. It's the cards are lining up. The stars are aligning. Everything is perfect right now. But as of right now, Punjew has a royal flush. Papoutt's got a straight. EpikWinz is a 3 of a kind, and Drunken Shamrock's got a 2 pair. We'll see.
Still has good pace.
Yeah,
He's
we
not
will.
making a gap anymore, but still has good pace.
Yeah, I would have thought he'd fall off by now. Honestly, could he be trying a medium to soft I don't think so. It's a little stupid.
No.
But could he?
South would only last like 5 laps.
They last.
Have to pit.
Yeah,
They last 27.
They last like 7 or 8. But yeah, I don't think he'd try it. I think it's just safe to go on the hards. EpikWinz is very close to Papouttz right now. And then he has a massive ERS advantage, it has to be said. Almost 40% more on Papouttz. And he's not even dumping. EpikWinz is not even concerned. He's like, I don't care. Let him have this turn. But
I think now that he sees this red light, he knows
yeah,
it's time to make that.
now that he knows Papout's light is blinking, he's gonna have to go for it, right? Surely. All he's gotta do is tuck in nicely between 15 to 16. And then he'll have a good run in turn 1.
It's very hard to get a good exit with dirty air, though.
Yeah, that is true. Papoutt got a much better exit. So if I'm EpikWinz, I'm just waiting. He's gonna reel himself back, and I think EpikWinz is running a higher downforce setup, I think. I'm not 100% sure. It does look to be a bit higher downforce. As Deathman has spun off at turn 9. Is he peached? Is he he's getting back on track again?
He's getting back on. Thankfully, no safety car.
Yep. Omarmo fighting Ducati into turn 1. Will Ducati give space? They look. Remember, this is AI Ducati, I think. This is not actual Ducati. So.
Skelly says he retired in the pits.
Yeah, he did. The AI didn't want him, but he did, apparently. This is a big fight for 10th. A lot of close action in the back.
Some battles.
Oh, Puntarino from Jordan on Benzo slicing. That's 2 howlers. That is not good. Jordan had an incident with Wiffles earlier, and he's now had an incident with what was it, Benzo Slice? Right?
I think so.
He punted Benzo.
Yeah, Benzo was right behind Ducati, and now he's like, yeah, so soon he's on.
Yeah, and Papoutt is the first one to blink. He's in the pits.
And Cap, side by side with Benzo.
In the slow Sector 3, surely not an overtake here, right?
He was trying it.
He thought about it. He's right on his ass. He is on him like white on rice. Side by side in the final chicane, excuse me. Okay. And Benzo gets really squirrely, and then Cap's gonna get past him. Benzo is on old tires, mind you. He had a bit of a moment there because his line was compromised in the two-way fight into the chicane.
Papoutt has gone in for mediums. Punjew's still out.
And he has
old mediums.
Yeah, and Papoutt has been deployed into a little bit of traffic. He's gonna have to navigate past Omarmo relatively quickly once his tires get warmed up.
And you think Punjew's gonna fit in this?
I think he'll react now. Punjew should probably react. I imagine EpikWinz will do the same.
You gotta watch out for that speed limit.
He does. He has to watch out for that. No silly penalties now. Punjew is the mastermind of getting silly penalties. He's gonna have to avoid it. And he stays out. Okay.
Okay. Alright.
I'm telling you, Saki might be trying it. He might be trying the soft strategy.
I mean, he's only 2/10 behind his,
Yeah.
his time. Let's see, where is Papoutt? He does have to cut through the field.
Yeah, he's still behind Omarmo. This is a big gap. Look at the gap for Punjew to Papoutt. This is like almost 30 seconds. This is a big gap.
Yeah, it's 30.1 seconds.
There's a Mercedes going slow. That's Jordan having issues. He's about to get lapped. Holby's in the pits as Omarmo has finally gotten past by Papoutt. His tires have lit up. Omarmo was trying to hold on to it, but he's got 9 lap older mediums. That won't be a fun task.
That took a lot of years for Papoutt to
Yeah,
pass.
it did.
You need to conserve that for later battle between Punjew's if that happens.
We are coming back to the end of the lap for Punjew, and he will. Oh, spinner! Deathman spun. He's got to avoid him. He's off to the side. Okay, good. Good. Definitely got out of the way. Last thing we want is to hit your teammate after he spins out.
And he goes in the pits.
And he's in the pits. I'd imagine this will be a set of horror. Little squirrely coming into the pits. That was scary. But he does get it slowed down. And he's in. EpikWinz follows right behind him. EpikWinz, does he avoid a penalty? Yes, he does. Will we use it is hard tires. Okay, hard tires going on. He didn't try soft. Smart man.
Normal pit stop.
Shamrock will now inherit the lead. Okay.
Punjew coming out of the pits. Papouttz coming down the last turn.
Yeah, he's safely ahead. This is like a 5-6 second gap. This is
Yeah.
And EpikWinz also got ahead of Papouttz. So Papouttz, that was the wrong call apparently. He was spent too much time in traffic. So now he's gonna have a whale of a time trying to catch up here. And something we will be monitoring going forward, obviously. I did mention Drunken Shamrock could win this race, but look at Scruffy. His tires are 5 laps fresher. He could win this for Mercedes and ruin our day. We're gonna monitor the gaps from Punjew to Shamrock. That's like the most important gap we're gonna look at right now. Because I expect this to come down about a second per lap all the way to lap 30. And maybe even more by the time Drunken Shamrock's tires become useless.
Those tires could puncture, honestly.
They could.
I think they will puncture. If he decides to stay out, it's not going to be well.
Yeah, now in terms of graining, I don't see tons of graining on his tire yet. Very minor grains. I imagine in a few laps it will get more profuse though.
I think you'll see it next lap. Because they get to around 60%.
Yeah. So will he risk it for the biscuit or will he go on to softs at the end? We'll see. Punjew's already caught up a half second, so it might be judicious to just go in and get some softs.
Yep. Has Scruffy pitted already?
Scruffy has pit already. He's on 12 lap old hards. That's more sensible. Those can probably get to the end comfortably. I think he'll lose out to Punjew by the time the end of the race comes around. But we'll see. Papouttz is starting to catch EpikWinz. And we'll see if EpikWinz can make headways onto Punjew. He is down quite a bit, 5 seconds. But he is on the better tire, mind you.
It's a lot of time to make up.
It is a lot of time.
Hards are not that bad.
They really aren't. The tires are almost the same, but technically the mediums are a little better right now.
Can't really see any graining through the way they're lighting this Shamrock's car.
I can see some grooves starting to form. Look in the middle of the front right tire. There are some grooves starting to form in the middle there.
Yeah, it's just the lighting.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now I can see it.
Yeah. Especially in those lower speed corners, you can see the grooves.
And there's not much else going on. Benzo is looking to make a move on the cap. It's like
Yeah, it's more so
much more battery.
more so just a strategic battle at this point. What will be the plan? Will Drunken Shamrock continue? Will he... Honestly, if I'm Shamrock, and if you think you can get these to the end, I'm continuing. Like, even if it's like a 25% chance they're getting to the end, I'm continuing. What do you have to lose, right? You're fighting for this title. You gotta get a win here.
Yeah, there's big gaps too, so you can still get good points.
Yeah, he is essentially out of ERS, to be fair, but once Punjew catches him, he will be a sitting duck, and he will be catching him in a few laps, barring a mistake. Oh, Bugs. How's it going? Nice of you to be here with us. How you doing? Deathman, 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. Interesting. He's getting lapped by...
Okay.
Who is this? EpikWinz is lapping him, I think. Yeah. 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags.
The blue flags are kind of a little weird in this game, not gonna lie.
They are a bit wonky.
They expect you to pass right away, no matter where you are.
Yeah,
Imagine if you're on Jeddah and you're in that twisty turn in the sector. It's hard to get to the side.
Benzo on NCAF. That's going to be an easy overtake. Done well before the turn. NCAF wants to fight it, but he just can't. And this is a hell of a drive from Benzo Slice.
He's on 23
lap old hards. I don't know what the plan is with him. Yeah, he has to drive. He's got the pit
grading
right
is
now still.
horrible.
He can't finish the race on this, even if he's able to get it. It's illegal. He's got to pit. He hasn't pit yet.
Impressive for him to be passing those tires.
Yeah. And I will say this. EpikWinz has cut into Punjew's lead just a little bit. I think Punjew will still hold on here, but it's just a very small cutting. He needs to get more than 3/10 a lap. He's only getting 3/10 a lap right now.
I think if things stay the same way they are, Epic could catch up with like the second or 2 second gap, but the tires should be crossover point with a pass.
Yeah, the way Epic is pushing, I think his tires might get shredded towards the end of this lap. I'm already starting to see little bits of grooves on that tire. Drunken Shamrock still trying. NCAF got a pass on Omarmo after he pits. Omarmo's in the pits. He can't get those tires to the end. He might be going for fastest lap, honestly. Very interesting chess match. You do bring that up. It's a very interesting chess match of strategy. I genuinely think Shamrock's gonna try it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's too deep to pit now. He won't get the advantage. He should have pitted like 3 laps ago. So I think he's trying to get
someone's tires come through. Either Benzo or the top 2.
Yeah, Benzo's got lots of graining. How are our days going? Our day is going great. Our week's going great, honestly. I've had a great week.
Yeah.
I have no issues in my week. Fantastic week. And yes, Sako is the ultimate troll master.
He's so good. I feel like Scruffy could win this. I'm just gonna. I have a feeling.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think Scruffy's winning this race. Shamrock, it's more of a question of can he hold on to P2.
I thought got a penalty.
Papouttz did get a penalty, 3 seconds. Ooh, that's a killer. And he has 0 ERS to help him recover. That's a killer.
Benzo's pitting.
And Benzo's in. Okay, so there's your measuring stick. 24 is the limit according to Benzo. But will Drunken Shamrock defy the odds and go further?
I feel like Shamrock's been pushing harder.
Shamrock, I know him. He's the kind of guy that would do stuff like this. He might.
I'm seeing bits and pieces on his tire.
Yeah, I'm seeing bits and pieces of rubber falling off. That's for sure. Punjew is making a big push right now. He is up to 3.5 now. That gap has been cut a little more than half right now.
Yeah, it's. I think his tires are coming alive. His hards are gonna shine now.
Yeah, they're at the point where they are definitely overpowering the other hards, and he has now got his cap back to EpikWinz. So, whether it's an issue of skill or strategy, Punjew has got this on lock. If he's able to get past Drunken Shamrock quickly, he'll have a chance at the win. Otherwise, it's Scruffy's race to lose. Scruffy's doing a fantastic job. Very underrated drive from Scruffy.
What position did he start in?
I want to say like 7.
What's the position changes?
9th. Started at 9th.
That's really good.
Hell of a drive from him and Shamrock. He was able to hold this without a puncture.
Yeah. They're gonna have to try and keep him alive for as long as possible.
We are getting to the business end of this race. So, I thought Shamrock would have been passed by now. I'm going to be honest.
I thought so too. But, I think that safety car gave a lot of sneaky strategies for
It did.
the top 2.
Scruffy pitted at the perfect time. That second safety car was a perfect opportunity to go get your hards. Take him to the end. He did a really good job there.
Oh, the gap has changed a lot.
Shamrock is struggling in this slow sector. It is like watching a cruise ship go by. It is really slow.
He's pushing very hard.
It is.
And it's costing him.
It's really slow. It's hard to watch. I'm just hoping those tires don't puncture for his sake. I'm really hoping they don't.
I think we're gonna watch it live.
I'm keeping it
The
locked
question
here.
is which tire? Which tire is strange the most in this game?
This track is a front limited track, so it's either going to be your front right, most likely. Oh, no, sorry, your front left, most likely, excuse me. Because that, you see this long sweeping turn he's going through right now? That's where the tire gets shredded the most. The front left, because you're turning so much, you're putting so much stress on that front left. But, and this here too, like, this track has a lot of long right turns, and that's what makes them really shredded. So I'd imagine the front left, just the outside tire, that would be the most shredded. If one's gonna puncture, you're looking at that one, most likely.
Yeah.
That rear left also looks disgusting too. If you look at the back cam, it looks gross. That rear left. The rear left is scaring me a little bit.
Oh my god, it's like the shade of brightness when you go into a new game and tells you to choose your contrast setting.
It's like a gradient.
Yeah.
It's like adjust this to the color of your TV. And Punjew is about to get into DRS, ladies and gentlemen. The pass is going to happen soon. Shamrock's tires have hit the proverbial cliff.
I would accept this if I was Shamrock. I would
Yeah,
not
if I'm
fight
Shamrock,
it.
I'm not fighting. Just concede. Just concede.
Just go in the defensive line.
I don't think he'll catch him at this turn. He's got to take the racing line. Get back to the racing line, Shamrock. What are you doing? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's definitely set his lineup.
That's a killer. Ooh, Punjew takes a lot of curb there. Oh, Shamrock gets squirrely. And Punjew wants it done. He wants it done into this turn. He wants it done. And they're going side by side into turn 4. It's happening. Shamrock is trying to hold it. He's got 0 grip, surely. And he's going to have to concede. And Punjew's got the move done.
Yeah.
And now it's a matter of if he gets caught by EpikWinz now.
Yeah, I don't think that costed any time from Punjew either.
Didn't cost a lot of time, that's for sure. But I'll tell you, I think Scruffy's in prime position to win this race now. 5.5 seconds to the good.
If he keeps it going and doesn't have any big moments, I think Scruffy's got this.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to do because his tires are reaching the same point that Shamrock's on.
And if you're EpikWinz, you're absolutely pushing, trying to get this last podium spot off of Drunken Shamrock. Which I think he'll be able to do. Again, that assumes no errors from his end of the bargain.
Benzo's on softs right now.
He is. We will look at him versus Normbash momentarily, once they get into a DRS zone. Flap is down. It won't be enough to make an overtake here, that's for sure. I'll have to wait until turn 1. It's where the overtake's coming at that point, most likely. EpikWinz is up to 4.3 seconds on Shamrock, and now we are fully on puncture watch now. Will Shamrock survive to the end of this race?
Still have 3 laps, and that's painful here in Spain.
You can definitely tell that the top 6 are in their own race compared to everybody else. You got a 22-second gap from process to end calf. Oh, Shamrock almost spun, almost killed, almost died and ruined his race. That was close. And EpikWinz is like in that moment because he's closer now. I think EpikWinz might get him now. He's got 3 laps to get him. And Shamrock is only going to have a harder and harder time keeping it on track here.
Scruffy's in the same boat now. That gap's gone down by a lot. 1.5 seconds gone.
Yeah, we'll be close coming out of the race. We'll see how quick Punjew goes. Does he have any ERS save? Punjew's out of ERS. Scruffy has more. So it's gonna be close.
Still set some fast times though. He's putting his best.
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very, very close.
I'm just constantly watching Shamrock.
Yeah, as Benzo has gotten past Normbash. I really want to keep it locked on Shamrock, but there's other things going on too that I want to catch. This car is it's a cruise ship. It is not going fast at all.
Ooh.
Spin at the back. That's Vince again? That might be Vince. Yeah. There's so much graining on those tires. Look at these tires.
Oh my god. You can see the air, the pressure in those tires. Shamrock's gonna have to do a lot of coasting before these turns. He doesn't want to puncture.
So as it stands, Punjew will have 18 points. Papouttz will gain 10 from this race. So Punjew will have the lead in the championship of this hole. He doesn't necessarily need to win. He would love to win, obviously. I don't think he will get the win. Time is running out, and Scruffy's got a decent lead on him.
I think Punjew's gonna catch him.
We'll see. We will see. It's all how much Scruffy is. He's doing a pretty good job, Scruffy. We will see. Shamrock is now finally getting caught by EpikWinz, and I think the move is on here. Shamrock, it'll be a miracle if he holds on to this third place. I highly doubt he will.
Process goes on the pitch for some socks.
Yep, he's definitely just going for fastest lap at this point, which is a smart play. Because he had nothing to lose. He had a big gap from him to the next best car, so that's a smart move. We'll see if he can get the fastest lap. EpikWinz is chilling like a villain, waiting for Shamrock to make a mistake up ahead. He knows he doesn't have to be over aggressive here. He can just wait. Shamrock's tires are a mess. They are. And Papouttz has also entered the scene. This is a 3-car fight for third, by the way, guys. This is a 3-car fight. EpikWinz is going to get a very good run if he just keeps it steady here. I know he's getting held up by Shamrock, but I think he will be okay here. Oh, yeah. Great traction compared to the Alfa Romeo head. He'll have DRS, and he is helpless to stop this. And there he goes, up to third. Shamrock's on the fourth. Now, will Papouttz get past Shamrock? Keep in mind, Papouttz has a 3-second penalty, so we'll have to pass him and get 3 seconds in this lap, which I don't think will happen.
Unless Shamrock gets a puncture.
Unless he gets a puncture, yes, that is true. He's about to... Let's see. It's so tight. This is so tight. Punjew is not going to catch Scruffy. I think Scruffy's got this. He's got a 2-second gap to him. Oh, he Papouttz wants to move on. Oh, a little bit of squirreliness, and Shamrock has conceded. Now, will he get 3 seconds? I don't know. That is yet to be seen. Will he get 3 seconds? I don't think he will. I say that. He's moving, though. Shamrock is slowing.
I feel if he touches any bit of gravel, his tire will pop.
Yeah, I could probably spit on his tire. It'll blow up. No puncture just yet. Oh, this is tense. But Scruffy's gonna come around. He's gonna win the race. Well done by Scruffy. Puts a wrinkle in this championship fight. Goes first and beats out all the top 4 guys. He wins the race. Punjew comes around. Shamrock will manage. He'll hold, I think, for a strong P5. P4, actually. He didn't go down 2 spots to Papouttz. Well done by Shamrock. What a drive. That was impressive. Wow, well done. Well done by Shamrock. 29 laps on those hard tires. They had to be like that was it that Patrick thing when he's breathing really heavily with
I think his
SpongeBob?
tire will pop when the spectators.
Yeah, it might have popped on the way to the pits. That's crazy. What a strategy. He pulled it off. I don't know how he did it, but he did. He did the thing, man.
Fastest takes the fastest lap. Let's see. I don't think anyone else would be challenging that. The process gets an extra point.
Yes, he does. Process does get an extra point. He is up into P6. Good result for him, honestly. Tolby, back on the score sheet after the rough ending to Imola last week, up to 7. He did a good job in this race.
Yeah, even after his spin, that's not bad.
Yeah. Not bad from Tolby. Good recovery drive, honestly. Benzo Slice driver of the day. I'd personally give it to Shamrock.
Yeah,
29 laps on those hard tires. That is immense. Let's get a final grid order for the final, and then I'll get a interviews. We'll do this. I'll get that. Then we'll scroll down. Then we'll wait a little longer. Then I will be on my merry way with these interviews. Let's go to the interview camera. Let's go into our media box so we can get the right photos. Okay, hold on a minute. If you want to turn your camera on now, you can, Suck. There you go.
Okay, I gotta close the door.
Let me get the other people in the media room, in the interview room. Give me a moment, guys. I will be getting these interviews very soon. Yeah, I have pinged them. Hold on a moment. We'll be waiting for them to enter the interview waiting room and chat. That was quite a race, huh? That was a wild strategy calls up and down the grid. Shamrock improved. He started in 18th place, 18th to 4th. That is no small feat. That is immense. That is an immense accomplishment to be. That is crazy. And until I wait for my co-commentator to come back, we'll have these interviews starting soon. Sako, are you here yet?
I am here.
All right, let's get these interviewees in. First up, we have EpikWinz. Let's drag him in here. Oh, there we go. Here's our third place finisher, EpikWinz. Man, what a race for you. You were in the mix of that fight, and that was a really, really interesting fight for the podium there. Obviously, you did get past Drunken Shamrock, who went on 29-lap old hard tires, if you're unaware, at the end of the race.
Yeah, and it was a really hard-fought battle.
Oh my goodness, hold on a minute, EpikWinz. Your mic is a little distorted, I'm going to be honest with you.
So there was a second safety car that like kind of ruined my strategy starting on the hards, but and then after that, like it went pretty well. Punjew was the fastest on track today, but I
Hold on.
tried to keep the right way. So I'm pretty happy with the podium. I think third place is probably the best I could have gotten.
Oh, I love EpikWinz. He's an ultimate troll. I love it. I love it. That is classic EpikWinz, and I love it. He did that on purpose. I 100% know. That mic was 6 inches down his throat. He did that on purpose. That was funny.
I felt the vocal folds.
I'm sure he had a hell of a race. No way. This better be a short. That's all I'm gonna say. This better be a short. Excuse me.
Okay, I think you can dragon Punjew now.
Oh, we got Punjew in. Okay. Here's our second place finisher, Punjew. Excuse me, Punjew. I heard a calamity from EpikWinz a second ago. Yeah, he was trolling, but it's great.
Epic was trolling?
Think of the most like distorted microphone noise ever when during the interview. It was like at least a foot down his throat.
That's funny.
Anyway,
And that?
Yeah, probably worse, to be honest with you. But yeah, you did finish second. A very good race from you. You did get screwed a bit with the safety cars, I'm going to be honest. Your medium... Yeah, your medium tires had a big... your advantage you had from them was not as immense as you thought it would be come the end of the race.
You know what's nuts, though? I was on 58% wear when I pit. And I was still keeping even pace with EpikWinz behind me, who was on fresh-ish hards.
We did notice
I could have
that.
Gone 2 more laps and gotten on softs. I really thought about it.
Yeah, I was discussing it with Sako. You called me a man for saying that, but I do think it was possible with all the safety cars.
I think it actually would have been the better strats. Now that I'm looking at it, let's say the hards, wear about half as fast as the softs. The softs would have only gotten to 40%, and that means I would have been strong the whole way through.
That is true.
I think that was the win condition, and that was the mistake.
Yeah, but honestly, Scruffy got really lucky with the safety car too. It was perfect timing for him. He had just the perfect amount of wear on both of his tires, and they both came out. So, yeah.
Yep.
Good race for you, though. You're up into P1 now in the Drivers' Championship. You're up by 4 points after a swing there, because Papouttz had a little bit of an issue earlier late in the race. He got a 3-second penalty, which held him back.
Yep.
But,
and then, so Drunken Shamrock now holds second, right?
No, I don't think he holds second. I think EpikWinz holds second, yeah.
Yeah, and then Shamrock probably holds third, and then... No, Shamrock probably still holds fourth, actually.
Yeah, we'll do a rundown after these interviews, but I think that's correct. We'll verify that.
Wow.
But yeah, very good race from you. Now next is Abu Dhabi and Canada, and I think you like both those tracks, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Both.
Yeah,
I
so
like them both quite a bit.
you're in prime position. You're in prime position to win this title. Don't choke it away, my guy.
Thank you so much for saying that. Yeah, I mean, okay, real fast. I do want to just like straight up self brag. How about that freaking quali lap?
That was good. I
don't know what came through me.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
I was
dude.
watching it the whole way through, so there is a good clip there to be had in the qualifying session. So I was going nuts. It was good. You and Papouttz are trading each other. It'll be a fun battle down the rest of the last two races. So
that it will. He's a very good competitor. I was surprised that I was pulling out so much once I was on those mediums. I thought I wasn't going to have as much of an advantage, but it seemed to work out. But yeah, next week will be even better. Right?
Yeah, onwards and upwards, right? So you're up by 4 points, and we'll look to grow. So thank you for sticking around, man. We'll see you around later for Tier 1 commentary.
Yes, we will. Later, skaters.
Yeah, later, man.
Bye, Sako. Hey, good luck in your races. Both your
Thank you,
teams.
bud. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And here we have our winner, Scruffy. Scruffy, how you doing, man? How are you doing?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
Doing very, very good. Now, obviously, you did have Lady Luck on your side in this race. You did very well with the 100%. Safety cars that came out, right? So, talk us through it. You started on mediums, right?
So I've obviously normally the strat is to start with the hards around there, but because it's tier 3, I know there's been a lot of safety cars this season. So I was like, well, of all the times I've started on hards, it's paid off probably like once for me, where it's actually like worked, and there hasn't been safety cars that have screwed the strategy up. But this time I was like, right, I'm going to start on the mediums, play it safe, and just stick behind everyone and watch the carnage unfold in front of me.
And it absolutely did. It worked out for you. You had 2 safety cars early. You used the second safety car, I believe, to pit onto the hard tires. And then from there...
Jordan got damage in the first couple of laps, and I was like, well, let him box, then come back behind me.
Yeah, continuing the good vibes from Mercedes, keeping the line moving. Mercedes goes up even further in the Constructors' Championship after this race. So, well done for you guys. I believe next 2 tracks, Abu Dhabi and Canada. How are you feeling about those?
I'm not going to be able to make the next one because I'm going on holiday.
Fair enough.
I'll be there after that.
Yeah.
Canada, interesting. It's penalty heaven, as they would say.
Yeah. Avoiding penalties there will be critical.
You can probably get a win there from just avoiding penalties altogether.
Yep, not out of the question. But I do appreciate your time. Congratulations on your win once again. Have a good night. I know you are in the UK, I believe. So have a great night. We'll see you around, man. Enjoy your win, man. Pop the champagne.
Thank you.
Yep, see you around, man. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Sako, that's going to be it for us. You got anything else for the end of the stream? Before we hop out of here?
Nah, I think we're good. Let's go to tier 2 and then tier 1. It's going to be interesting. Spain's more entertaining than I thought it would have been.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. And if you are still here, subscribe to the channel. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers somehow. I don't know what happened in the last week.
Last time we were here, we were at 200. It's popping off.
Subscribe. It's free. If you don't like the content, you can always unsubscribe later. We do appreciate y'all for sticking around. I will sign off for now. And we are going to see you guys next week in Abu Dhabi for Tier 3. Should be a lot of fun. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye.
Yay.
Okay, I have the stream ending. They can hear your mic, but it's fine. I'll let you know when it's off.